First of all, I would just like to thank Naughty Dog for selecting me to be on their multiplayer beta for Uncharted 2. I would also like to thank the random number generator on some computers for the PlayStation Underground that made that entirely possible. This video is for the beta for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. I was selected to be on the multiplayer beta, and I've just been recording every single game I've played apart from the first few, and this is a video I have produced to show the things that I want to bring to the attention of Naughty Dog while this game is still in development. If any of you on the dev team want to see these videos at their full original resolution, I can send you the original files if you don't think that this quality here on YouTube quite gives you the information you need. And if by any chance you happen to have been, say, recording every single game that has been played on your servers, then I can also give you the time index for when each of these games was played, and you could look up the specific match and get any information out of it you might feel you need. And of course you can also just contact me for any other details. Oh, and one more thing. I'm not finished playing the beta, so I may make another video. This is just the first one. Alright then, let's get started. The first thing I notice, apart from being unable to create a custom game, which I see no reason why we couldn't in the beta, is that once we tell the game to find a match, we have this countdown to find a match. Do we really need a countdown here? I mean, if I press the button accidentally, I still can quickly back out, no damage done, so I really fail to see why I would need to wait 5 seconds to make sure this is what I want to do. And on that note, when in the pre-game lobby, after we vote on which of 2 options to play, we have this waiting period to select our bonus slots, and then we go to the level's loading screen. Why waste our time here? Why not just let us adjust those slots while on the loading screen and kill 2 birds with 1 stone? None of the data you can select will change what needs to be loaded. Then on the other side of things, the post-game lobby is unreasonable too. We see the stats, but we are not brought into another game. We just sit there on that stats screen, and we have to back out to get anywhere else. I mean, if I at least was hitting an accept button for go to the next game, it would make sense. But as it stands, when I see this screen, my first impression is that my only option is to leave the game. And that gives just a completely wrong idea. It's the exact opposite of what I want to do. I thought all these people leaving the party were a bunch of quitters, but the truth is I have to leave the party in order to continue playing. It just makes no sense. Now let's go over a few bugs. First of all, this happens from time to time. Everything resets.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on, but it gets annoying. Last night it happened twice near the end of a game. It really kills the game flow. Next, I recorded this stutter. No, that's not a recording glitch. It happened just like that. The game just stuttered a little bit right here. I don't have any idea what it is, but it only happened once so far. Thought you'd like to know. Lastly, I really hope you're already aware of this one, but we see some sudden lighting changes and smoke clouds suddenly appearing when the scene makes a transition here. I understand that the game cannot load and render all of the scenery at one time, but at the very least, objects such as those clouds could be scripted to fade in gently so they do not distract the player. Either way, they should be called into the scene sooner. While I was editing the video, viewing this footage frame by frame, I discovered that we have this one frame between the 2 camera angles that shows that the smoke is being rendered here and then suddenly is not. Now I understand the limitations that the system must deal with in regards to lighting. I work with level design, and I know that not everything is being dynamically lit, even if it's designed to look like it is. I don't know how your scene is set up, and I can see a dozen methods that could cause this problem, but in all honesty, it is still not acceptable, especially considering that the cutscene is a completely controlled shot. At the very least, the sudden change in lighting could be done at the same moment as a small camera cut to disguise the transition. Oh, and in every transition, I hear my character grunting at delayed intervals. It makes it sound like it's easier to jump across rooftops than to just raise his gun. That's all of the direct bugs I've recorded so far. Let's move on to the design flaws. And this one of all ones, everybody watch closely and take note. Yes, that just happened. Want to see it again? Yep, just like you saw the first time. That was in no way edited. That's just how it happened. I somehow spawned into death. I ain't got no clue how that happened, save that a grenade took the claim. I think you honestly need to improve the respawn code to make sure it checks the area to see if it is safe before putting the player in there. And on that subject, I did not record this incident, but I heard one of my teammates complain about the same sort of thing happening, so I thought I would relay his sentiment.
And the guy spawns behind me. F***ing Christ. Jesus. Not even f***ing fair.
That's why they call it a beta.
No, he spawned right in front of me and killed me. That's f***ing gay.
The glorious thing about recording these incidences is I can go frame by frame and confirm what I thought I saw. This Gatling gun kills me with only 2 bullets that hit my butt. That gun is supposed to be powerful really only for its insane firing speed. Since only 2 bullets struck me, and what's more in a non-lethal area, I find it a really hard pill to swallow and call the game either realistic or balanced for fun gameplay. I also have seen some issues with the melee attacks not appearing proper, which also makes it difficult to discern what actually hurt the fellow or not. I want you to examine how I cover in this one section. You may notice that I do not cover in any practical manner, as it relates to being able to attack. Die, artistic column. Now, a lot of people make claims about being hit when they shouldn't have been hit, or that an opponent should be dead when he isn't. But here, I actually have recorded proof of this happening. Now in this first section, I know my aim is not exact, but it does look like I tagged this guy a few times in the head. Aren't headshots going to be more lethal? I would honestly expect this guy to be dead by now. But I can see the footage myself, and I see that my own skill was also at fault. But it still doesn't look like I'm 100% at fault. Now in this next bit, I am completely covered, but I still die for some unknown reason. There is very evidently some issue beyond myself on this one. This concludes the section on apparent shortcomings in the design. I want to leave you on a positive note though, so let's talk about what I love about the gameplay. I think the riot shield is freaking awesome, but I still keep dying whenever I have it because I keep getting shot by people that I didn't see. Technically, this is no different from normal, but while I have the shield, I get to feel like the other kind of special, so it still makes me happy. Also, I really love your co-op mode. I don't know if it's playing the normal game with 3 people or if it's playing an all-new adventure, but I love it. You have successfully incorporated elements that demand extra players instead of ones that just allow them. Having sections where you force players to split up is perhaps the greatest key to this accomplishment, and I hope to see that used more frequently in the full game. And even if not, just the way you employ sending opposition from multiple angles will force active cooperation well enough. Just for your co-op alone, I want to buy a copy of this game and play it with all of my friends who own a PlayStation 3. Maybe not. Never mind. That's everything I wanted to bring to your attention. Now, since I still got a little bit of time left, I just wanted to share with the world a clip from playing this game that has brought the biggest smile to my face, courtesy of the player Tonic Mix.
Oh no, oh no, no. Thank you, Caleb.
I didn't even get a kill? He's running right at me and I'm just freaking annihilating him. And then
Oh man, that was awesome.
I shot him too.